find that a lot of us get so attached to that ding, right? To that notification. And what I've learned is that is causing us some problems in our business. So if you know somebody who is just like you or is having that problem with reaching for their phone every 5 minutes and just can't seem to put it down because they don't want to miss out, right? FOMO, fear of missing out. Then invite them, tag them down below, share this with your audience, your group, and let them know that they need to hear this, right? Sharing is caring, guys. All right, so let's get started. So the first thing I want to say is what you focus on grows. So what does that mean when that ding is constantly coming at you? You're constantly checking it. What does that mean? That means you are more focused on, or you're changing your focus to what others are doing. You are changing your focus to find out what the next thing is, or what somebody said, or what somebody posted, and not tapping into you, not tapping into your business. You're focusing other places. So here's the thing. I came across this, for some of you that know, I was at the 4D Leadership Conference, seminar this weekend, hosted by the Proctor Gallagher Institute with Bob Proctor, Sandy Gallagher, and Blaine Bartlett, all talking about leadership and talking about leadership from different perspectives. And it was absolutely amazing to see all the different perceptions, to meet all the different people, and to learn some really good tools and techniques to take into my business and to share with all of you. Well, one of the things that Blaine said that really resonated with me, and I keep mulling it over, so I had to share it with you all, is the future of making business making the future business. Let me reread that. The future of business is making the future business. Now, when I first heard him say that, I thought, okay, yeah, all right, I got it. Well, then as the weekend continued, and as I've been going back through my notes and watching the replay of the seminar the past few days, I just keep coming at it at different angles and different ideas. And it kind of was like twofold for me. First off, repetition is something that I talk about all the time. Repetition of information, repetition of, reading, when you're reading a book or when you're learning something new. All of this repetition is what gets into our subconscious mind, which is what affects how we do things in our daily base, so in our business, okay? So the thoughts that you have that are in your subconscious mind are directly related to the actions that you're taking in your business. And so if you are focusing on looking at what this next thing is, if you're too distracted on all these other things, then you're not focusing on your business. Yes, don't get me wrong, it is great to get information. It's great to learn. I'm a big proponent of learning, right? I study every single day. I study constantly. I'm always reading new information. I'm always looking at new things. But there's a strategic way that I do that, or it's for a specific purpose. I don't just go to the internet and type in blah, 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 right? Marketing 101 or strategies for my business, and then search for hours and hours. Like, I go in very specific on what it is. Excuse me. Excuse me. I go into very specific content that I want to look at, and I go to people that I trust, people that are experts in their areas, and I listen to what they're having to say on a particular topic, and then I move on. I don't constantly wait for their dings to pop up all the time, letting me know that they put out information, they put out new content. The reason why, it may not be something that I'm focusing on. I'm now distracting myself to go search in to see what they're doing, right? Live video is such a big thing right now, so there's a lot of people talking about it. Well, because of that, there's so many different ways that I could spend the whole day researching live video or looking at people's ideas on live video or how to do live video, right? I could spend my whole day doing that. But then that's going to take away from hours of business that I could have been doing. That may not be part of my plan. If it's not in my strategic plan to do live video right now, then I shouldn't be worrying about it right now. If it's in my plan to do later in the year, then there's a later time for me to do that. I need to focus on whatever it is that I am working on right now. Whatever the goals I have set right now for this first quarter, and master those and get in on those and really hit all of my strategies, all of my tactics on a daily basis. So what you focus on grows. If you are focusing on your sales calls, if you are focusing on sitting down with 5 people every single week or getting on the phone with 5 people every day, if that is what you are focusing on because that is what your goal is right now, then that is what you do. And if you're going to study anything, if you're going to go and research anything, you're going to go and research those topics that are relevant to what you're doing. So you're going to look up how to have an effective sales call, how to get people to sit down with you, right? That's what you're going to focus on. Don't worry about the other stuff right now. That stuff will come when your business is ready for it and when you're ready for it. So stop worrying about what everybody else is doing and jumping on what everybody else is doing. Make sure you have a strategic plan for that you are preparing for that when that time is due. Not when you're working on something else. I see a lot of businesses, when my clients come to me, that's generally what they're doing. They're all over the place, working on different social media. They're working on trying to figure out how to manage their new employees. They're trying to figure out maybe they should hire new employees. There's all kinds of different things that they're worried about. They're worried about, all these other issues, and don't get me wrong, those are important issues, but they haven't even set any plan in motion, any goals for their business, any strategies for their business, and so they're worried about all these other things and not on what it is that they specifically need right now, what they need to work on right now. And so if that is you, I caution you to stop doing that. Right now, go back to what your goals are for this first quarter, for this first part of the year, for this year even. Look at what your goals are for the year, and are you doing the strategies that you set? Are you doing the tactics every day on a daily basis to help you reach those goals? If you aren't, if you haven't set any goals, we need to talk. You need to have some type of goal that you're aiming for, something that is measurable first off, something that is observable, that you can actually see the concrete data of what it is that you did. And then you got to have strategies on ways that you're going to do that and work those strategies on a regular basis. All right, last thing. Okay, so we are always quick to try something new, right? I know, because when I first started my business, I was learning so much. So my very first business that I had online was a retail store, right? It was an e-commerce store. And I sold items on this store, but I had no idea how to do that. And so I was constantly downloading freebies, taking courses, looking, searching through the internet, trying to find information. I was just in information overload so long that I didn't take action for a very long time. I had no idea what I was doing. I was just getting all this free stuff and I wasn't taking action on it. So my advice to you and my challenge for you today is to review your goals. Well, you should be reviewing your goals on a daily basis, but if you haven't, take a look at what goals you have set out. And if you haven't set goals, set those goals today. By the end of the weekend, set those goals. Make sure they're concrete. If you need any help, let me know down below. Message me. I'd love to help you get clear about what your goals are. If you're not sure what you should be working on or what you should be doing, let me know. I'd love to sit down and kind of help you manage through some of that. I do offer 30-minute free strategy sessions where we kind of sit down and see where you should be focusing or even help you set some goals. So I'd love to do that. I'll put a link down below so you guys can get that information. But first off, so today's challenge for you is go back to your goals, review your goals, make sure that you are taking action on them, that you are meeting those goals, and anything that you're researching or anything that you're looking into is directly related to those goals, okay? If you're downloading a freebie, if you're checking out a course, make sure that it is strategic towards what your goals are. All right, that is it for us today. The announcements that I have for us is you may have missed Coffee Chat yesterday. Maybe because it didn't load right, and maybe because I had a bad connection. And I chatted away, I had a great conversation with you all. However, you all never saw it. So I will be back tomorrow, probably a little bit later, probably closer to 9:30. And I'm going to do a quick coffee chat for you guys with some motivation for your weekend. And so come back for that tomorrow. It's a little out of the norm for me, but I'm going to do a Friday since yesterday's didn't load. And second, if you haven't already, come and join us in the Empowered Women Achieving Success Facebook group. This is my free Facebook group. We are professional women, entrepreneurs, small businesses, learning and growing and supporting each other through this crazy journey of our own businesses. We are going to have some of our very own members doing some workshops for us over the next couple of weeks. So excited for that. I believe next week I'll be doing a Strategies 101. Wow. And you guys are the first to hear about that. So come join us. The link is up above or down below, depending on when you're watching this. But yeah, it's going to be on Wednesday, I believe, and it is Strategies 101. So come learn how to get clear about what strategies are and why you need them for your business. And secondly, we're going to have a kind of a masterclass on marketing. So super exciting. So come join us. We'd love to have you, love to support you on your journey as well. Again, if you enjoyed this coffee chat, please share it with your audience, with your friends, with your fellow entrepreneurs who could need this reminder about being focused on what it is that you're doing in your business and not worried about what everybody else is doing. All right, everyone, have a great rest of your day. I will see you all tomorrow. Have a good one. Bye.